And we are back. So, welcome on board, folks, from the mainstream. As, yeah, M80 versus Rocket went 2 rounds in 2 maps coming out from Rocket. And their series is done in basically an hour of game time. We have a lot more to give here, though. We're just kicking off map number 2. And we're climbing aboard on Badass Gaming Mirage. I'm fine, John McCullough, McHenry. It's a freebie site here for Badass, though.
Yeah, Badass closing out that last map on a wild note right there by the thinnest of margins, but just managing to pluck their opponent's map pick out. Now they head into Mirage here. Team's a real contender for one of the better rosters in ESL on this map. So a chance here to try and close things out in 2 as they head into their map favored pick.
Yeah, I do find that they're a strong unit. Let's see if they can translate that here on the pistol. But Zayler, great shot initially, traded out by MDS. Kajoma trying to make headway from Catwalk, but no kills coming through in time, starting to become an issue. Sandman will not wrap up the site, just running out of ammunition. And Gabe, I mean, that's all you can do in that situation. Run to the bomb and pray for a ninja. Just even fortunate he didn't get knifed. It's going to be the first round, the pistol for Badass.
Yeah, nice start right there. Fantastic trades, and what you saw was some pretty impressive shots there rolling out there from Take Flight outside of Market. Still equally met with the opposite force there of Badass on that site, peeking off each other's contacts, playing a pretty aggressive post plant right there, making sure that Take Flight can't comfortably take fights on their own accord. Got a 5-player stack here over towards the A side. But we're already seeing the mid defaulting here, rolling out the mid executes as you call it, out from Badass. 4 players just run a gun down range, looking to establish a little bit of control here. And oh, they got freebies on that A side.
Yeah, just armorless pistols out in the open. That's a Mac 10's primary meal here. As USP's starting to fall prey one by one. A lot of damage dealt onto Frankie, but that is all. It's just gonna be a simple 2-1 down. You know, if they had like exhibits, you know, wild Mac 10s at the zoo, and you just read off what its primary prey is. You know, where its natural habitat finds itself to be. Little description. A little, like, hand-drawn picture of the MAC-10.
Rush B, typically, you know...
Typically on the, like, a heat map of Mirage, pistols, where the MAC-10 typically finds itself.
Yeah, unarmored pistols. CTs without head Kevlar. Oh, look at that little tap. Oh, okay, never mind. It didn't really work out for him. But you can see how much that smoke is cleared by just one shot. Thought he would have had a little bit more vision to strike right there. He definitely saw something because he took that initial shot. But really what it does is when there's 3 players right around that corner, they're going to fire right back at you. And those 3 beat the 1.
It's a cool idea, like pull it off in your pugs. But when, again, if it's like 1 player running out middle, works out perfectly. When it's 3 players, the complete opposite, however.
They have a weird B-side stack right now that shouldn't be a stack for long with this full control established. This underpass flank rolling on out, but I don't think it's going to really come through in time because Gabe, he's just going to have to concede this A bomb site, play a little bit more passive.
Yeah, he just simply can't really swing that. Again, big for Jomo. Oh my goodness, but Badass Gaming sure feeling privy to that. Somehow Dare doesn't go down, and it's smoke spam that gets Sandman. And then CT control established, guns getting dropped. Zayler spotted on Catwalk and down to run away from the situation. And it's another similar start here for Badass. Real hot start, up 3-0.
T-side showing that fiery form out of this team early. Setting a tone. Dare's on a bit of a hunt here. Not super willing to give this over for free here. So he's going to have to fight for this a little while longer. Right now, it's not a guarantee at all here. In fact, Dare's kind of crunching in. He's got a teammate there as well, as Frankie needs to maybe turn the jets on. He's not watching the right angle, and look at that from Dare. It's so aggressive right there. It finds the exit. So a dreamy finish there for Badass. Their first gun round gets them absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, it's a huge start as well. Economy bolstered, full pistol eco awaiting. And then, I mean, sign of the times when the MAC-10s upgrade themselves up to A1Ss as well. Feels even better. Yeah, 3-0 start here. This is, you know, this is Badass Game's home turf. They especially the T sides, they just get IGL'd very confidently. You just see really solid mid control. You can see comfort from every single one of these players when they're just put into the right positions to frag. And speak of the devil, there you go. One bullet expended onto MDS. All that's needed. Yeah, you can just see that each one of these players just feels supremely confident when the map is named Mirage.
Yeah. And even on the T side of Anubis, they were very confident. CT side a little less so, maybe. There were some hiccups, but man, that finish was about as exhilarating as it gets. When it comes to like the timings right there, it comes down to the milliseconds. It's a full display of what it really is. It all just comes down to the smallest margins right there, and Badass were able to coordinate their efforts just about perfect to finish the job. And finishing that job on Anubis, man, does it make the path all the more clear here on Mirage as well. Because like you said, that confidence has just increased so much.
You know, it's kind of why I like Counter-Strike, because you can really just boil down these rounds to what's important and what isn't. So I was watching like League of Legends Worlds the other day, and honestly, like some really thrilling storylines going down in that tournament. But sometimes you don't know when the game's over and when the game isn't. Sometimes, at least as a casual viewer, right? It's Coach almost swinging the entire team trying to fight his way out of this.
Yeah.
But you know, Counter-Strike just has the make it or break it rounds. And that's why, you know, even at all levels of play, you can kind of get invested into it.
Yeah, I mean, just furthering that point as well, Take Flight, they had that make or break moment, right? They were down 9-12, had a Tech 9, Mac 10 purchased a hero rifle from MDS. MDS was playing a good game, so he kind of had that faith that he'd maybe just squeak it across the line, and you thought all hope was lost there for Take Flight. But then, bam, all of a sudden, one Tech 9 kill, some space taken. And it looked like we had our answer there as to how things were shaping up. It was looking to be a comeback effort, but they just couldn't quite complete the mission here. Out towards this A side, they're looking to get active.
Perfect flash as well. The USP almost does it there for Gabe, but just not enough at the end. And Kajomo, glass cannon offing, needs to connect these shots quickly because he's getting naded down to 19. And he's just out of there. Blinded up. There's no chance you can reface on 19 HP. You're actually just going to have to be lightning fast and nothing giving. No angles. No picks. It's gearing up to be a save unless Zayler has something.
Half in, half out right now. It's a bit awkward. You don't want to lose any extra guns
that's
here.
Your teammate!
Same
that's
team!
Your teammate, bro! Same team! Oh, you see that this Take Flight just really aren't on the same page. They're going to try and kickstart a retake, but no one has a kit. It's just an advanced way to save. I mean, some SIG exits and some team damage doesn't really paint a good picture.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Same team, same team.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a bit awkward there.
I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it.
Very, very awkward towards the tail end, but hey, you know, at least they walk away with all their weapons, which is a bit surprising there considering there was so many open fights. If Badass were just to swing on them, I guess that maybe could have encouraged a retake effort there if like they overextended and swung for the trade or whatever. So pretty smart CS they're rolling out there for Badass to close things out, not giving them an in. Take Flight calling it a timeout. I mean, obviously, you just don't want to find yourself in another position where you're down 0-6 again, and you have to just get a couple squeak through rounds towards the tail end of a half here.
Yeah, I mean, you're already so far down that you have to get something started here and now, unless your name is Complexity. They can get things going when it's 12-2, but you know, it's not LAN, and you're playing against a different team who are much more confident on a map. You know, that little Complexity comeback there definitely helped out by the fact that they are one of the best overpass teams in the world right now. You know, a little bit of a hiccup, they can still fall back on their fundamentals.
100%. And meanwhile, you're looking at Badass, and you know that their CT side has been really incredible.
Oh, yeah.
They've had a lot of success here at ECL on the CT in particular. So I have to say, a little bit nerve-wracking here. Finding the source of best here. What an opener right there from Gabe.
Excellent. It's an excellent, simple 2 kills. Constantly does get posted, but... Oh, walking into the angle, though. MDS doesn't recognize the threat. Constantly is going to try and shift walk, slink away. There's always such a risk there from Gabe that he walks around the corner right into the op. But instead, Constantly's going to go and join his teammates in a main.
This is bizarre right now. Positioning is really awkward. Gabe has to do a whole lot right now. Kojomo's inching his way between these angles.
Yeah, and a great flashbang to kind of stun the execute, but a good entry back. Shane gets the space. Kojomo charges forward into Shane's crosshairs. Into the buzzsaw. Go take flight. 2 versus 2. Sandman now inching his way up connector, though. He's taking an angle. Looking for a peek in the smoke. Going for the plant. But could not find the spray on the snap. And off the mark on the planter as well. Zaylor plays his hand. 10 bullets remaining in this magazine. And he's going to run out of ammunition. Has to take a time for the reload. And Shane... Oh, can't get the reposition. But Snap swings in for the instant trade. 6-0. Badass.
Oh my god. Like you said, I mean, buzzsaw is the exact right word right there. Shane is just ripping through those headshots. Instant dismissal. Once you walk on in to that laser beam, you're not going to be standing too tall there much further. And that A side just gets ripped to shreds right there. 5v3 made to look so easy on the recovery mission because of those fast entries, those fast trades that are manufactured.
Oh, but a little bit of a missed smoke here. And an angle taken there from Kojomo on the edge of it. Is he going to keep going in? Though he does. And support provided here from Sandman. He'll get his first kill of the map. A double, in fact. And constantly on the hunt, looking for these extras. He can't find it. Zaylor spotted, but on the edge of that, he takes out the Tech 9 and gets the job done with it. Okay. $500 does the trick.
Oh, so I would just say uncoordinated right there. Gabe's close by and connector. Thought that was going to be a double swing. Instead, it's just an isolated duel there towards window. Sandman. This timing is not going to really favor him here, is it? Is he going to check underpass?
Is he? He spotted the leg. He saw the leg.
Yeah, the back of the heel.
Yep. Consti knows he has this one locked in. Player spotted out. Tech 9 again. $500, my friends. Buy it every round.
Just got a little bit of information right there. That is just enough to take it all the way home and towards that B bomb site for free. Here in the footsteps of Gabe as well. That should be confirmed by Frankie.
Yeah, there's no real winning this. You'd have to think. Yeah, Consti just nails it. It's 7-0 here. $500 working out here, putting in more work than the 4,750.
Man, Badass are putting a hurt on Take Flight here so far. No resistance offered up just yet. Unable to provide much consistent success right there. Thought that was going to be a pretty cool idea there towards the middle, but the trades are so quick. Badass can make anything happen in any round, it feels like. There's nothing holding these guys back right now. There's no individual that's able to call up to what, you know, the peaks are of these players. And look at this. I mean, everyone able to have massive impact here. Dare's the only one locking, but Dare's so good. You know he's going to step up at some point in this game.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's only a matter of time, right? He just hasn't had the same amount of opportunities as his teammates, and that's that. Shane. Oh, a little bit of sleep at the wheel there.
That. Wow. 59s. They can really close the distance there quickly. Look at that. Frankie down low.
Nade also a bit off the mark as well. It's awkward, but once the range gets extended, you'd have to favor this. But what about Gabe?
Whoa.
He's top ticket right now. At least he was. There were some turned heads, but there you go. As the range gets extended, maybe there's a chance. Last person here is MDS, the 5-7, but low HP bars could make this doable. There's one, there's two. And anything extra here, Frankie providing support. Dare on the site, doesn't know really where to look. Last man and Sandman, and now it's Dare. His turn to step up. Oh boy, it's messy though. Long range, not quite there. Then he re-swings and goes down to 9 HP, but there he is, turning up nevertheless.
Yeah. I mean, you could say he turned up right there, a little bit ugly on the spray, but it'll get the job done. And you know what? It just gives them the round. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of economic damage here. They got 8 rounds here to the 0 of Take Flight. And as long as you're closing things out, it doesn't matter if it's tough effort, if maybe it took you a little bit extra time there to get the job done. You had that time afforded to you because of that lacking weaponry on Take Flight right there. MDS on Valiant, definitely got to give him a lot of credit, but it's just not enough to squeak that one on by.
Yeah, look, I'm just doing it for the narrative, Cole. I mean, we got to make some things up while we can, and he's so back. The most awkward triple kill you've ever seen, but... Well, he's down very early at the start of this one. Frankie, I mean, okay, it's an isolated 1v1. He readjusts for it as well. Like, you're supposed to win that there, Gabe. You have perfect support for your teammates, but somehow it just does not work out.
Frankie doesn't have vision. He's fully blinded up right there, and still, he gets out. He is alive. How? He's out Palace into A main with counter flashes and a lot of attention distracted down towards his position here. It's definitely sold a little bit of extra reinforcements towards this A side.
I love this positioning from Consti. Like, look where he's at. Smoke goes in towards window. He re-swings middle, but can't hit the flick. Does actually live to survive and hit a flick on the Sandman. Keeps re-swinging as well. Like, look at this. Peekaboo on one side and the other eventually will go down, but he's drawn so much attention in middle. There's no one actually on A right now. It's basically a retake, and the bomb hasn't been planted. Frankie's going to boost up a player towards top stairs as well. Jumps up. MDS spots him out. Doesn't matter. He keeps going anyways. Traded out by Zaylor, but you can see these positioning is so awkward. Zaylor trapped inside of connector and cannot beat Shane on the line. Kajomo has to find a clutch here. No wall bang. Swings with the pistol and into the buzzsaw of Shane again. 9-0.
My God. It doesn't matter what sort of situation that they are in. They can fight themselves out of any spot here so far. That has been proven time and time again. These guys hold nothing back right now. 9 rounds here for Badass. Already established. No slowing down here. I love that just left and right, peeking forward, taking fights towards middle on low HP. Doesn't matter. Not scared. And then that A pressure there from Frankie is just terrifying. When they're getting away with that and they're getting out, it feels like nothing can go wrong here for Badass. They're up 9-0. And they will look to even further.
Boy. I mean, and that is the definition of a desperation peak. Solo swing into 3 players. And Frankie's been holding the perfect angle. Gabe gets a dink. Like, respect the effort that he's been putting into these rounds, but not enough. No headshot connected from the MP9 either. Instant 2 versus 5. The only thing going for Take Flight is a flank through 2 spawn.
And I don't think they'll cover it forever. I don't think that Shane's going to sit here and cover this flank. Actually, I don't think Kojomo's even going to flank that direction here. He's going to flank in towards Palace. Sailor's going to show his position. Or is he? Okay, yeah, he does eventually pull the trigger. I think that might lead him to a quick play up towards that A side. No, not just yet. Or B, rather, I should say.
Look what they can do in the 2v4 is the big thing.
Yeah, okay. Shane is going to make that move that I was thinking about. Just walk it on in up catwalk right now. And a wise reposition here. Zaylor might actually beat him to the punch, which that's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, they're already up on this. Yeah, it's a little too late to the punch here. I mean, okay, Zaylor's actually going to go for this. And he dropped the bomb carry. Excellent shooting. Absolutely needed. A chance to win a 2v5. Both players in position at the moment. A great flash, too. Hold on. Hold on. No, maybe not. And Kojomo pulls out the pistol. And, well, you can hear the tone of my voice telling you that, well, it's kind of just feeling pretty over right now.
And a little bit of build-up right there, right? You saw the potential. But that's about all we're
That's
seeing.
our job. That's our job. We gotta hype up the moments. We're like, can they get their first round? No, they can't.
This is not gonna cut it, right? I mean, oh man, we're grasping at straws here on a 4v2. Try and hope that Take Flight can give us something here to write home about. Unable to crack even through the murder hole here.
Oh no!
8 stack, and you're gone. At least he walks away with a kill.
Well, I mean, fair enough, but they're trying to make the jump up into window already as well. Salmon is there to cover that, though.
Some good positioning here. And not someone I want to deal with here is Frankie on the Palace lurk.
Is Gabe gonna actually? I mean, if Gabe keeps pushing, he's dead. And they've gotten away with it in so many of these rounds that you might as well consider it. Oh, but asleep at the wheel helps him out.
Oh, needed that to just stay in this one. You don't want to be losing out on aggression immediately.
Not
Look at
the
this.
same
Also, B
angle.
pressure though.
Gabe's gonna push Palace again, and he will win the fight. B pressure on the cards here. You're talking about it though, and that's the real problem. Dare able to even make the crossover to bench. Huge power position here. Can buy time for his teammates to walk on in. Zayler is prepared for the angle, only temporarily, but he readjusts for it. I mean, excellent shooting so far here from Zayler to keep his teammates in it. And with help from MDS, we're going to get at least one here for Take Flight.
Wow. Nicely done right there to finish the job. Zayler, great awareness. He also takes that little elevated angle onto Dare. See a couple nice body shots for Dare. They don't land the headshots because his head's a little bit higher up. So cool little position to play right there for Zayler, who had to be covering all bases. And, you know, Gabe dealing with Frankie said, I'm familiar with your game. You know, we've been here before. And so he's able to actually win out on that duel this time around. But again, Frankie's been a player so far this half where I would just hate to be on that A side trying to hold down the bomb site when Frankie's just nailing these timings, finding these perfect opportunities.
Permanently in Palace, doing his best NAF impression. Majomo looking for the op pick through the smoke. Nothing gives. Now repositions the top con, though. There's just going to be a brazen challenge. We might have it in the form of Snav, and this could be very difficult here for Kijomo. They'll just rattle off an op shot, though, as the top con smoke goes in.
Right now, you look at the positioning here. Again, they go with this A main flank. This has been a consistent theme. Big flank rolling out here for MDS, and it's quick about it. Consti, gonna drop the bomb.
Oh, he survives,
he doesn't
though.
die.
The nade, though. The nade
misses!
misses! Oh, my goodness. A horrible bounce. An absolutely calamitous bounce. And Consti calling in for backup now. Like, MDS, his position was so good. Now it's horrible. Horrendous.
Oh,
but
Frankie's
hold on.
running.
Frankie's coming. He's coming back all around. Gabe pushes in through A main, though. Now, MDS does fall, but this kill from Gabe is good enough. But look at this, Shane. In hot pursuit, he knows that Gabe is definitely not sticking around here. He does a full fallback while Dare, in the meantime, is already up jungle.
What is going on here? The round is all over the place, but this Palace aggression here is going to be that next contact. Timing works out in Gabe's favor. 2 kills where he's just had shots in the side of the head right there. And finally, they're going to be able to have a say, but not quite enough to win the round. Kojo to close things out, and 2 on the board here for Take Flight towards the tail end of the half.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
And we are hopping back in 10-2 here on the half. Badass Gaming, you know, I can't really blame them for losing those last two because they were just absolutely insane rounds that you can't even keep track of. We couldn't keep track of it. Take Flight, revel in the chaos, all that good stuff. Now, well, a pistol round. I'm fine driving Collector McHenry.
Shane spots things out early here. He just gets that little smoke down to give himself some distance here. The two catwalk players need to do all the work, but he's just instantly dead.
Oh boy, and while Shane goes down, everyone else is falling here for Take Flight. They're trying to take space back, but all they're taking is headshots. Not even a bomb plant allowed, and it's just straight aim duel in here from Badass Gaming. It's Mirage, it's home turf, and this is what it looks like.
That's not what they needed right there. Instant dismissal on the pistol. Force buy should be in order, I feel. Unless I want to pull a complexity. This is the actual complexity. Except
miracle scoreline.
Yeah, they got to do it on the T side of Mirage instead of the CT side of Overpass, which isn't exactly ideal.
It is Counter-Strike. That is the only similarity.
And the scoreline is 2-12.
But they didn't take the full eco. They went for the fourth, but I think we still might get the same scoreline no matter what,
Okay.
unless MDS has a Desert Eagle. Let's see it. Out in middle, can't see too many targets. Oh boy. Real chance here for Take Flight. Win the force buy, get things started. Maybe that's all they were looking for, but hold on, Zayler. I think his barrel could be spotted here from the window, or maybe it isn't. Well, definitely is. He'll get cleaned up, but he sees both players in middle. It's all the information, and a smoke towards top connector will allow this cross.
Perfectly done from MDS here. Going to give him safe passage here. I don't know if that jungle jump up's been heard. We'll see with this fight here. MDS, yeah, he's just going to post up. Very strong position for him to play in.
Tuck in the corner. Snav looking for the fight, though, and I think he's ready for it. No, he is a double dink instantly from MDS. And Frankie to try and walk this smoke, but it's being watched for by both MDS and Sandman. A force buy win for Take Flight.
So a little bit sloppy in some of those mid exchanges right there. Badass probably playing with too much confidence. Rolling on out there, taking mid fights one by one. Some overcommitments there as well, and that's going to allow Take Flight to extend. Don't have to pull back the full complexity. They can slow things down a little bit with, you know, a nice little 3-11. And in fact, while it is still an incredibly trialing comeback effort here, being down 3-11, you could close it out in regulation, which is always nice to have in the back of your mind, that you have one mistake afforded to you.
So you're telling me there's a chance. Oh, MDS is going to try and deny all of that. And Dare's even missed the jump into the window. It's weird. Oh, it's weird that MDS almost goes down as a result of it. And, oh, Dare just jumps out window and hunts him down. No escape. And a 4v4.
Opened up B-bomb site, though. Should lead them to success in this 4v4. Big emphasis on should. Three players going to collapse in on middle. They have a weird cutoff right now. Oh, Sandman did not register that.
It might have popped up on his mini-map, though, and I think it did. Yeah. He looks up top, and he sees, okay, oh, Snap was just on my screen. What's going on there? Now, 3 players up underpass, my friend, my brother. Watch out. There's the whole team behind you, and hold on. Zaylor's let the angle go. They get to close the gap. They get to pick up rifles. And Badass Gaming, you know, they feel the wind in their sails a little bit. Maybe they can get this going. 2 flashes to the sky.
No.
Nah.
Big U-turn. Big U-turn. Not going to stick around there too much. There was another rifle down, wasn't there?
Oh,
towards underpass?
Yeah, but it's a bit... Or did I believe did Sandman do any? Yeah, actually,
gun.
But they should. I think Sandman. You know, I remember him down there. Maybe he did some housekeeping. I don't really know.
Someone had to.
Or there was,
I don't know if it was
someone in underpass definitely.
Yeah, right.
Someone in underpass did some housekeeping. I'm pretty sure.
Good stuff. One extra rifle that they don't have to worry about is actually so huge. If you have to go up against 2 guns and like 3 Eagles, it's actually super deadly. You can see, I think Dare tossed over his sidearm to Frankie. So now he gets a cheeky little upgrade and a little bit less effective, I would say, for Badass to only have one rifle, but it's in Dare's hands here. And he could put a scare onto him, even with that rifle. Ooh, I like this. A little boost up. Give himself some opening access here, but I don't think he'll be met with much resistance. T side is going to flood out towards A early. Off spawn call successful here for Take Flight.
Yeah, Zayler just holding the apartment's angle. Probably to be granted a freebie. Oh, and strikes one true through the smoke as well. Just the A1S. Runs out of ammo too, and the Glock's going to do it. I mean, it's fun to play confident like that flying through smokes, but a lot more of a hill to climb here for Take Flight. It's only the first two.
Been a big game of momentum switch and T-side dominance, I would say, so far here for both sides. A good effective T-side on Anubis. I guess that's kind of to be expected. Don't see a lot of incredible defenses on that map, and Mirage a little less so here, right? T-side actually more. A lot of teams really knowing how to win out in these mid exchanges. So many different ideas that you can throw at the T side. So far here, a lot of control conceded towards middle in particular right now. You can see con control already established, which is so valuable here. MDS being a very aggressive element.
A lot of commotion in middle, however. Sandman, though, not prepared for the jump. Oh, but he transfers the spray anyways. Incredible stuff, but Consti sniping from the top of Ticket. Gonna take an angle onto Cat while Kojomo gets himself in towards ladder room, but Dare certainly hears every footstep of that, and Frankie push deep apartments helping out. But look at this.
Okay, big flank here. Round-winning flank covered, but not killed here. Consti gonna fall quickly, and it's gonna leave it all on Snap.
Oh, and Snap's been spotted out as well. This is not the position you want to be in. A molly goes in, but he drops down into the site. The smoke helps him get new space, new coverage. Another lease, but a flash, he readjusts anyways. Dare is well falling, and nothing can go right for Take Flight. It's just Sandman. No idea where to look, and Snap deletes him. 12-5 here for Badass. It's just the shots, the finishers were not there from Take Flight.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot could go right there in that 3v3. I tell you what, though, that's transfer from Sandman. Being able to recover his aim there, getting caught in a big panic. Like, that's a position where you die, I'll say 99 times out of 100, not just 9 times out of 10 right there, but he managed to walk away successful. Either way, doesn't buy Take Flight any relief. And now they aren't left with any second guesses here. No second opportunities. They have to close out and be flawless from this point forward. Up towards Catwalk, they're diving through their own smokes.
Oh, and the nade just softens them up right here. Dare is even going to take some time to pick up an AK up right in front of MDS, and there's no punish on that. An instant 3 versus 5, and even missing jump ups into window and all of that stuff. It does not get any better here as Badass Gaming are slated for the 2-0. Take Flight fortunate that they were able to get the wins against the squads they were supposed to, but unable to replicate it against some of the upper echelons here in ECL. You might see their season settle here at 7 and 8. You know, it's playoffs at the end of the day, as we'll see Dare and the company clean up the rest, but maybe not exactly what they were looking for.